Hi everyone, it's Erick Iams. I am joined today by PRRT instructors Benjamin Pero and Theresa Gantz. How are you both doing?
Wonderful. Good
Good.
to see you.
Good to see you too. This is very exciting because we have a upcoming PRRT Level 1 seated course scheduled for Buffalo. So I
Yes.
wanted to get them on a Zoom so that they could give our viewers a sense of their background, clinical settings. So Theresa, why don't we start with you?
So yeah, I've been a LMT since 2015 and started out learning PERT honestly through some videos that I had seen on YouTube. That's how I got introduced to your dad, John Imes, and started implementing some of the techniques that I learned. And I went to learn the courses and met Carl, who is also a neuromuscular specialist, but he's also a massage therapist. And we both did chair massage, a lot of chair massage. And through that, we developed the seated PERT because with seated massage or going into businesses and doing um, chair massages, they're very brief. So maybe 10, 15 minutes tops.
Mhm.
And wanted to be able to get really good results. And we started doing some case studies and presented them to John. And with the results that we were getting were so spectacular that he was like, go ahead, you guys go ahead and create a seated course. And that's what we did with some of the techniques that we had learned through the courses for table. We started implementing them in a chair format.
Beautiful. And then Ben came into the fold because you both were at a seminar here recently in Phoenix together. And Ben, you want to give the viewers a sense of your background, clinical setting? What are
Sure.
you currently involved in? Sure.
Sure. I'm licensed in physical therapy and massage therapy. So I'm licensed as a physical therapist assistant and a licensed massage therapist. I'm in my 19th year of clinical practice. This day and age, I seem to be more in the world of holistic health, mind, body, emotion, neurology. Um, so a little departure, I guess, from what we've, your typical PTA, LMT. Um, and I discovered PERT, I guess it was 2010, I would say. Took the first level one, took level one in 2012, I believe it was. So I've been doing this for what, 12, 13 years now. Um, just one of those, I've taken a lot of courses and I've taken, practiced a lot of different modalities. PERT is to make the toolbox reference, it's one of the sharpest tools in my toolbox. I use it every day. Um, And yeah, met Theresa this year. We didn't realize we live about an hour away from each other. So
Mhm.
she said she's putting this course on. I said, well, I'd love to see if I can help. And here I am.
Yeah,
Looking forward to it.
this is awesome because it's a rare opportunity to get two seasoned professional instructors together at an introductory level. So it's super exciting. Theresa, you got to mention a little bit about the development of the seated program with Carl, and I know that he was just on a minute ago, but we missed him for the recording purposes. I think he likes to refer to it as any chair, anywhere, right? It was one of his slogans is that you can really integrate this so many different places. So
Mhm.
to you, what makes this program unique as compared to other, continuing education programs?
I'm really glad that you mentioned that and that you're asking this because I also do table massage. This is the facility. We have 4 treatment rooms here. This is where we're going to be doing the actual course in April.
Right?
Um, so I'm really excited to have Ben come and share with everybody his knowledge. But when I, even prior to doing table massage, oftentimes I'll have the client sitting on the table and do an assessment that way. And we often incorporate a lot of the seated techniques before we'll go onto the table itself. So these techniques can be used in any practice, anywhere, any type of modality, even just helping release pain, chronic pain normally. Um, prior to maybe even a massage session. So, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I think Ben was even mentioning, that he's doing seated stuff all the time, and it wasn't until you guys got together that he really started to resonate with this whole thought of teaching it in a seated environment. So it's really cool. Ben, to you, how does learning PERT? How did learning PERT, and how would you say to someone else who's interested in taking this course, how would it help improve their results, reputation, practice?
Sure, sure. PERT by itself, even before the seated course, it really forces you and encourages you to look at the body differently than we've been instructed before. It's a different way of looking at it, and it's super effective. So that alone, everybody should be interested, right? When it comes to the seated stuff, I don't do seated massage per se. It's not really what I offer, but I do a ton of seated work because the human body has to respond to its relationship to gravity. We have to assess seated, we have to assess lying down, we have to assess standing, and in functional postures as well. And a lot of I've taken a lot of different modalities. Most of them just, we're treating and assessing supine or prone. Well, most of our clients don't go through their day supine or prone. We got to get them in an upright position at some point. In PERT, the techniques are so easily the techniques and the way of approaching the body, just the mindset behind it. It's so easy to adapt these to a seated position and to meet the person where they are in front of you. Donald, did I answer the question? I think I kind of started to rant there just a little bit.
It looks like Theresa had something to add. Go ahead.
I have something to add, just as
Sure.
far as from a perspective, and what sets me apart here in Buffalo is if you were to look up PERT practitioners, I'm really the only one in this area outside of Ben, who, again, we live an hour apart. But I work with several local insurance companies that call me for bringing chair massage because I offer this PERT modality. A lot of the wellness people in charge of the corporate wellness divisions reach out to me, and they themselves have gotten the PERT massage and have felt incredible. And so they recommend me to everyone. And I've already done quite a few. They bring you in for if any of their corporate clients, I guess I would say, want chair massage, they call me first. And there have been other massage therapists that offer the modality, the mobile massage, but because they've experienced PERT firsthand, they call me. And my business is like, I have practitioners that work for me on a daily basis just because of the experience that some of these corporations have had with this PERT, and that it does set me apart.
Right.
And I want to be able, I can't be the only one who does this because it really does help a lot of people. I also get quite a few physical therapists that don't offer this in their practices and send me their patients because they feel like this is something that would help their patients improve beyond what they've been able to do in the PT setting.
Right.
Which I'm always floored by, but I know it's not me. I know it's the techniques. I know it's the working with the reflexes of the body. I know that it's what I've learned through PERT and being able to implement it in my practice is helping a lot of people. And, to be able to work in the wellness divisions of these two pretty, big insurance companies here in Western New York, to me, that's proof that there's nothing I'm doing different except PERT.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's a huge part of building, that reputation in your community of being able to see patients and clients that other practitioners are having, a struggle with. From the results perspective, I wanted to see on the first visit, you're seeing results with people as you're integrating this
Yes.
work? Yeah.
30 to anywhere from, I tell them if they have anywhere from 30 to 50% improvement, but oftentimes people are like, I feel 80% better. In some cases, 100% better. So
Yep.
Ben probably, without having done the seated protocol per se, you're probably having similar results.
Yeah, I mean, I credit PRRT for the reason I no longer advertise. I'm about 2 months out to take a new client in. I get referrals from functional medicine doctors, chiropractors, PT, mental health practitioners. Most of these people I've seen, and they're like, I don't know what you're doing, but it's working. So here's a list of clients. That's I've tried to tell. I've talked to some the therapist about looking into PRRT, and I'm like, just be prepared though. If you do this, and you will fall in love with it. And when you do, be prepared to be busy.
Yeah.
The last note that I had was, I know that we spoke a lot about, massage therapists. I wanted to be sure that viewers knew that this is open to, all backgrounds, not just targeting, massage therapists, right? Like Ben said, he's a PTA, physical therapists, athletic trainers, chiropractors. This is open to all different professions. So
yes, because I do work with some regularly, several PTs in the area. They are also people who have the information and about the seated course, and have said they would like to send one of their PTs from their offices. So I just need to follow up with that and get them here. But there's probably 3 offices that may have a physical therapist in-house for the course. So
great.
Yeah.
Well, Ben, go ahead. It sounded like you had.
I was going to say I would recommend. This is a great introduction to PRRT, and I think it's super potent work. And I would recommend this to any practitioner that does hands-on therapy work. I mean, I wouldn't even try to limit it to one profession. I have a couple of dentists that I've shown some techniques to that they do used with their patients. So
that's awesome.
How much room do you have? I mean, it sounds like by the time this video goes out, we may be fully booked. So how much space do you have for students, Theresa?
Well, we have this room we're gonna start out in, quite large. And then we have another space in the back that we're gonna, it's kind of dark in here because people are doing massages, but we have the rooms, and we have this space and a double door here that we're gonna open up.
Oh, great.
Kind of messy right now. Let me just turn on the light so you can see it. And there's Lisa. She'll be joining the class too. She's eating a snack.
Yeah, right. Great time to session.
But we're going to open up this area probably for some just educational things. And then we've got the space right outside the room here. Sorry, it's kind of messy right now. Right outside here that we can set up chairs. And then we're going to utilize the space in here. So I think we'll have plenty of room. And you know what? If we don't, we'll move it to somewhere else.
Great.
Make room.
Well, it's really exciting, and I'm looking forward to hearing from the group and all your students, the success stories. And I wanted to say thank you both for being here today to share, with me, your background and experience. So good luck with the weekend.
Forward to it. Thank you.
looking forward to it.